Doja Cat has officially released the second song from her upcoming fourth album. Just a quick refresher, this comes after the announcement of her previous albums as mediocre pop and an odd tirade against fans, which some people have tried to spin the most recent Doja incident into Doja Cat being some martyr for standing up against parasocial relationships, which honestly I think has the least to do with any of her reasoning, especially considering she's extremely inconsistent with her behavior and the things she says. The whole incident to me read like anger as well as a distraction for some of the pushback and questioning she got about her relationship. And in turn, she pushed back and wanted to destroy her pop fanbase while acquiring a new audience. Given the topic of her new song Paint the Town Red, which is built on a Dionne Warwick sample taking on her classic song Walk On By, it makes me wonder if her entire rants were premeditated for PR, maybe to help her cultivate a new image, because the subject matter and lyrics of the song fit a bit too well with the controversy that recently happened. In the chorus of the song, she basically says that she stands by what she says. I said what I said, I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head, I don't care, I paint the town red. Then in a verse she says, I'm doing things they ain't seen before, fans ain't dumb but extremists are. I'm a demon lord, fall up what, I ain't seen the horrors. Called your bluff, better cite the source. Fame ain't something that I need no more. So as you guys can see, the lyrics pretty much match up to the things she's been talking about online, a little too perfectly, which once again makes me think the whole ordeal might have been orchestrated so she could come back with her big response song and help her push a new image and era. I also think the pivot to make this song and the things she said solely about parasocial relationships is disingenuous, deflection, and a good PR spin. The music video for the song also features satanic imagery, which has been receiving a lot of controversy. I'm not moved by it, it just seems try-hard. Recently there seems to be a trend with pop stars when they have to drum up controversy to turn to satanic imagery. It's just a bore, especially when no interesting story or narrative is being told. I wholeheartedly believe people can make art and incorporate whatever type of beliefs they have, but I do think things like satanic imagery is being used as a crutch at this point, to make artists seem darker and more interesting than they actually are. Now the funny part about this entire song is that it sounds like it could be on Hot Pink or Planet Her. Hot Pink especially though, one of her self-proclaimed cash grab albums. It's actually a pretty typical Doja Cat song. It has a catchy hook, but I'm not seeing how this is moving the needle forward for her. The only difference between this and some of her most famous songs is that she's not singing on the chorus, but she still has a singing hook on the song. The song resides in the pop rap world. I don't really understand the reasoning in causing all this discourse about her previous work, just for the song that she gives a push to radio to sound exactly like her past work. I feel like lyrically, the song is also saying nothing and something at the same time. It feels like it's retracing nearly the exact same thing Attention already said, just with a catchier hook. It's not like she's tackling these subjects with a great amount of focus or even cleverness. I feel like the sample of Dionne Warwick also does a lot of the heavy lifting on the production side, because it's not as if the production itself has a lot of character. The beat reminds me a lot of Tyga's recent work with songs like Taste and Dip. Doja's flow and inflections are decent, they usually always are, but honestly when it comes to rapping and production, it's pretty much what you would get in a typical Doja Cat track. It's an okay song, it definitely sounds like it was engineered to be a radio hit, but I wouldn't consider it her best work. In fact, I wouldn't consider anything from this album cycle thus far amongst her best work. She got our attention and then went back to releasing the cash grabs.